Hello, guys, and welcome. Yes, I'm back. I've been off for a few days, sorting out some issues. But listen, guys, not been away for long, and the Arsenal merry-go-round still continues, my friends. But now, great to be back, and we've got Jambo, the real one, in already. Big up, my friend. Acers, as always. Always a pleasure. Untouchables, thank you, Untouchables. Always a pleasure, my friend. Yeah, it wasn't gone for long, although it felt absolutely ages. And when you're away and you're busy doing other stuff and that, you kind of lose track of days and lose track of time. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've not really had time to kind of look into different streams and seeing what's going on. But listen, guys, massive respect to all of yous, and thank you for joining me. For those that are in, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. And what can we say? Let's get on to it. Pre-season Arsenal. Are we impressed? Are we ready? Are we going to set the world alight? Are we going to win the league? I mean, come on, guys. You know, the signings we've made. Gyökeres up front. And I've said to you time and time again, if you don't play the right system, Gyökeres is going to look pretty average. He's going to look pretty average, my people. So, and I'll be honest with you, I watched it yesterday, and yeah, it was pretty average, wasn't it? Let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you now, guys. I'm going to be 100% real with you. Arsenal Revolution, big up, my friend. How you doing, brother? Always a pleasure. Make sure you go and sub and follow Arsenal Revolution. Big up, my friend. Big up, top gent. Say today didn't see yesterday's game. You didn't miss much. Yeah. And all I'm going to say to you people is, and I've been saying it all along, this guy is not going to change the way he plays. He's not going to play he's not going to change his tactics. He's not going to change the way he plays. And players with flair, players with the ability, I'm afraid, guys, they're just going to be found wanting. Yeah, but I'll try and get his press conference up. We'll go through his press conference. We'll have a look at that, and we'll go from there, because I'm really worried. I'm really worried. What we got, Manchester United, the opening game of the season away at Old Trafford. I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not confident. If you was to say to me what the score's going to be right now, I'd say a home win. And I said when the fixtures were made, I said we're 7 points. And people were laughing at me. People were criticising me. People were saying, 7 points. It's not, I think we'll get 10. I think we'll get 12. I reckon we'll beat Man United. Blah, blah. And listen, and I hope we do. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Big up everyone that's just come in. As I said, I've been away for a few days dealing with stuff, and I have been away for a few days. But listen, I'm glad to be back, and I've got some streams lined up. So let's say hello to a few people. Gavin, big up as always, my friend. Jambo, always big up. Yeah, big up, Martin. Hope you well. Hope everyone's well. And here we go, Lawrence, straight in with a super chat. Thank you very much, Lawrence. Bless you, my friend, as always. I hope you're well. When the fixtures came out, people thought I was barking when I said we'd get 2 points from our 6 games. But after yesterday, they ain't now coming round to my way of thinking. Lawrence, brother, you've been following them as long as I have. You know what this team is now. PRFC, my friends. PRFC. I've not been impressed, Lawrence. I can honestly say that, brother. I've really not been impressed at all. All this pre-season. And people say to me, yeah, but, you can't really take pre-season for what it is. You get a very, very good insight of how we are going to play. You get a good insight is how we're going to set up, what the attitude's like, what the manager's delivering. And Lawrence, I'm with you, brother. I think we'll get more than 2 points, if I'm going to be honest with you. But listen, don't be surprised if we don't. Don't be surprised if we don't. Big up, Lawrence. Sub to the legendary channel, DJ. Thank you, my friend. Make sure you sub and subscribe. Evening, Paris Mandem. Big up. Thank you very much for coming in. First 3 games, 2 losses and a draw. Do you know what? BX Gunner 81. Welcome, bro. I said it'd be a draw at Old Trafford. I wouldn't be surprised if we get beat. We don't really go to Old Trafford, to be honest, and set the world alight anyway. So don't be surprised if we don't get beat. I think we'll get across the line against Leeds, but I think Leeds is going to be really, really tough. I think they're on a shot to nothing. Top 6 team, second game of the season, their first away game. They've got plenty of time to recover, people. They're going to go there with all guns blazing. Leeds ain't going to hold back, so don't be surprised what happens there. But big up, my friend. Everyone's in. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the community, as everyone. Joseph Connor Golden, another one. Big up, my friend. We got to see the midfield backups yesterday, Marino and Norgard. Yeah, impressed, yeah. What I've been saying all along, fellas. What I've been saying all along. First 11 looks okay. Rice, Zubamendi looks all right. Brother, if those 2 get injured or they're not playing, suddenly it's looking very, very ordinary. Very ordinary. People think we had a game against Milan because Saka on wide open that he's missed it, by the way. Yeah. Think we had a game against Milan because Saka had a wide open tapping that he missed it. Yeah. He don't look right, Saka, to me, you know. I don't think he's on it. I might be wrong, but he hasn't looked right to me. Hasn't looked right at all. Hello, DJB. Paul Nash, good evening. Hello, recently started listening to you and Shane Gooner. Good to hear some like minds. Social media is full of Arteta's apologists and deluded disciples of Mick. They are full of it. I just see it for what it is, Paul. I just see it for what it is, brother. I just look at it. I just look at the bigger picture. I let my eyes do the talking. I can only see what I'm seeing. And I've been seeing now what's been happening over the last 3-4 seasons now. This manager just hasn't got it. And I've said from day one, he's done some good things. I've seen some good football under him. Yeah, the majority of his signings have been poor. Some of them have been good. Not many, but some. I'll give him that. You know, he changed a few things. I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, his time's up. I'm surprised he's in the dugout this season. I really am. And I don't think you're going to see much different. This season. I really don't. I think there comes a time in any walks of life where your time has come, in any job. And you just look at it and you go, do you know what? I've done everything I can. I'm going. And that's where he's at with me, people. That's where he's at. You know, farewell. Good luck. Time to move on. Now it's like watching the final moments in the Titanic as the water laps around the deck. The only lifeboat left is to sack Arteta now. Exactly. It's too late. He's here. I think me, Shane, and I think we've got the Jezza in the house. Big up, Jezza. Absolute real one as well. My partner in crime. Look out next Friday week, people. Friday week, the Three Amigos, and I think Matty's coming on board as well. I have asked Lee Gunner as well, so we might get the 5 Amigos back, the Rat Army back on a Friday, doing a pre Man United kickoff chat. But I will send the link, Jez. 100%, my friend. Kenny's definitely on for it. You're on for it. Hopefully Matty's on for it. Lee's not got back to me yet, but hopefully we'll get it sorted. But if not, guys, it'll just be me, Kenny, and Jezza. The free return. Yeah, the Three Amigos will return next Friday week, that is. So put a date in your diary, people. Friday week. Big up, Jez. Make sure you sub and follow Jezza. Big up, Gavin. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've not been impressed, guys. I've not been impressed. And I'm going to be honest with you right now. I'm actually worried. About next season. I'm more worried about next season than I was this season. And I'll give you the reasons why. Last season, we didn't sign a striker. Last season, we didn't really, get into the signings of strikers. We weren't splashing the cash. We didn't have Berta on board, etc., etc., etc. This season, fellas, it's completely different. We've got a number 9. We've bought in Zubamendi. We've got in Madueke. We've splashed the cash. We've got deals done. We've got players across the line. And the squad, according to a lot of people, is much better. More strength in depth, etc., etc. So the pressure is on more so this season than last season. And that's what I'm worried about. That word pressure and Mikel Arteta don't go together. Doesn't go together. Doesn't go together, guys. I mean, and he's under more pressure this year. And you can see signs of it in the preseason friendlies. You can see signs of the types of pressure that he's under. And that's why we're losing games. That's why we're losing games. Paris Mandin, Gavin, yeah, all big up, guys. Big up, Ux. Big up, my friend. Lawrence in again. Thank you, Lawrence, as always. Bless you, my friend. Did anyone see Yardman's interview on AFTV after the game when he pulled Robbie by the ears and called him a football dunce? You know what? I've heard a lot about it. I've really heard a lot about it. I've got to admit, Lawrence, it made me laugh. But listen, he's a real one. He's had enough. He's had enough. He's had enough. But I tell you now, he's not. Robbie ain't going to be worried. They've turned, haven't they? AFTV now is a commercial PR stunt now, isn't it? It used to be the fans years ago, and it was all about art. It's not now, is it? It's about, it's like a TV soap opera, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's not for real fans, is it? Not anymore. I like it when he says he's a lifelong Arsenal fan. No, you're not a lifelong Arsenal fan. You was a Luton fan. You're never going to be an Arsenal lifelong fan. At the end of the day, right, people have a choice. If you want to follow all the glitz and the glam and all what goes with it, then go follow it. But me, I'll make Yardman 100% right. Big up the Yardman, 100%. Martin Tap, evening, bro. Yeah, Jez is in the house. Make sure you're following Jezza. Legend, and as I said, we will get some streams together. Hopefully, I'll be back Tuesday as well. It's been a stressful couple of days, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a stressful couple of days, and Arsenal don't make it any easier. Gyökeres was on the left wing for about 15 minutes. There you go, with Martinelli up top. Arteta doing Arteta things. Untouchables. I said it. Do not be surprised if this brother ends up on the left wing and Havertz ends up down the middle. By the way, I think Havertz had a tweak, didn't he, yesterday? He weren't fully fit, was he? Surprise, surprise, people. Players not fully fit. Now, there's a surprise, eh? There's a surprise. Can't wait, DJB. You, Kenny, Jez, speak facts. I know Kenny wants Martinelli and Trossard gone. So do I, Connor. So do I. Trossard would have been sold. Martinelli. Do you know what I'd have done, right, guys? I would have sold quite a few players. I'd have got the player in that I wanted. Well, the player he wanted was Sesko, and he got Gyökeres in. So let's be fair, that went by the wayside. But I would have got players out. I'd have got Rodrigo. I'd have gone and bid madness for Rodrigo, and I'd have got quality in. Look what Liverpool are doing. Look what Liverpool are doing. It's all madness, guys. It's complete and utter bonkers. We ain't getting anywhere near that football. We ain't getting anywhere near winning that league. Oh, but you're negative. No, it's facts, guys. It's facts. Do you reckon the body language of some of the players is gradually showing? I tell you what, right? I'll take that first bit of your Paul. Big up, my friend. Good badge, by the way. That is the proper badge. Not like the crap we got now. That's a proper badge. Imagine that on the white third kit. By the way, guys, the white third kit merch dropped, didn't it, in the week? I did manage to see that. And I've got to admit, because you know me and Shane like our kits. We like our retro kits. By the way, the retro show will be back on Tuesday. Make sure that you're tuning in for that. Me and Shane will be back with the retro show. Sorry, apologies that it wasn't on last Tuesday. Unfortunately, I weren't around, but it will be back on Tuesday. Do you reckon the body language of some of the players is gradually showing? Not just at the moment, but I've said around about November time, depending on where we are, November, round about the end of November, going into the Christmas period, that's when you'll see the body language, my friend. That is when it will start to show if things don't start going right. Displeasure at these tactics. Gorkarez seems to have a bit about him, so he could shake it up a bit. Gorkarez is going to run around like an headless chicken. The way this manager plays, Gorkarez is going to run around like a headless chicken. It's going to remind me of the Lee Chapman days. I'm telling you now, it's Lee Chapman Mark II. Anyone that remembers Lee Chapman, and Jez is in the channel, is in the chat. I can see Gorkarez. When I said Gorkarez would be lucky to score 15 goals, I was laughed at. I was absolutely laughed at. What? 15 goals? You're joking. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And that's nothing against the player. And I've said the core problem of this football team, the actual core and the nitty-gritty of this football team is not the players we're signing. We could have prime Messi, prime Neymar, prime Maradona, Pirlo, Zidane, anyone you like. But if you've got Arteta in charge of them, it ain't happening, guys. It's not happening at all. Robert Prudence, evening, my friend. Good evening. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the community. Big up. Guys, make sure that you're subbing. Make sure that you're smashing a like. It will help the channel and it'll help us keep the channel going. And we do need to keep the real ones going. You know the real ones are Shane, Jez, Lee, Northside, Views, big up, Rashid. They're all there. They're all there. If I haven't mentioned you, Aaron, if I've not mentioned you guys, I do apologise. But you know the ones, guys. If you're subbing and smashing the likes, it helps us a lot. It helps us all a lot, guys. Otherwise, we're just going to get overrun by the mutants, I'm afraid. Yeah, big up, Lawrence, all day long. Evening, all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Robbie is so conceited. Yeah, well, you know, it gets to the stage, doesn't it, where you lose reality. You lose a touch on reality. Fame and fortune starts to kick in, and then you sort of like lose where you're coming from. He's not going to say anything detrimental because he gets in, doesn't he? He gets into places that other fans can't reach. So if it's AFTV, is the PR arm for Arteta now? Yeah, of course it is. Arteta sacked on the 8th of November. Xhaka screamer. Can you imagine it? Pepe, big up Pepe, by the way. Yeah, big up Pepe, by the way, for smacking one in. Why not, indeed? Deluded fans are saying it's just a friendly. Well, of course they will. It's only a friendly. It's only a friendly. And it is only a friendly. I agree with them. It is only a friendly. But you can learn a lot by pre-season. You can learn a lot by pre-season. And the things I'm learning by pre-season is all the little niggly injuries that players are getting. The systems and the tactics that are being enforced are no different to last season. So for me, not a lot's different. Arteta doesn't want to be predictable with this game style by hammering all sorts of excuses, apart from Downham. We're going to get on to Downham. I saw an unfit player. Yeah, 100%. Robert Prudence, if owners have any Kuznets, they should sack the Spanish clown. That's the only thing, Lawrence, I've got with these owners. I'm funny with owners because no matter what team you support, you're never going to be happy with the owners. The owners are always going to do something where you're going to criticise them. But when you have a look at the amount of money this particular manager has had with these owners, right? When you look at the amount of dollars and the amount of money he has had, I'm struggling to find out what else could they have done to build a football team. What else could they? He's nearly had £1 billion. What else could he have done to build a football team, people? I don't know how many owners are going to slash out £1 billion for a manager that's won nothing. I'm struggling to find an owner that would back a manager that's won nothing with nearly £1 billion. So the only thing I've got against these owners is that they've given this brother another season. They've given him another season. That's what I'm annoyed about. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Paris. We know, don't we, people? We know. Hope the new kit helps us score more goals. I like the new third kit, by the way. I mean, I got distracted, I got sidelined, but I actually like the new third kit. I've got to be honest. I do like the white kit. I quite like the collar. I like the colouring on the lettering, the ingrain in the white shirt, the sort of wine. I've got to be honest. I'll hold my hands up. I quite like it. I quite like it. Some people have said it'd be better if it was round neck or a V. But Shane knows I like a collar. He knows I love a collar. Did you see our TV cam where the bloke compared Gabriel to Tony Adams? What's wrong? Oh, no. I can't watch it. Intouchables. Literally 96, brother. Literally for them statements there. I can't watch it. How can you compare Gabriel to Tony Adams? Do you know what I mean? It's like comparing an Aston Martin with a Ford Escort, isn't it? You know? Everyone goes on about how useless Jesus and Havertz have been, DJB. I agree. But what if Gyökeres doesn't get the ball off midfield? He won't score. Joseph, what have I been saying, brother? What have I been saying all along? What have I been saying? If this team does not get creative and we don't have the creatabilities, what a word, by the way. Smash that word up. That's worth smashing the likes just for that word alone. Creatability. Oh, yeah, that's worth subbing and smashing the likes just on that word alone, right? But I've said it. He will look a bang average forward. He'll look a bang average forward. You've got to remember, he's been playing a lot of his football in lower league football. No credit, no disrespect to Portugal teams, because probably most of them teams have beat Arsenal anyway. But what I'm trying to say is he's not been playing at Premiership level, has he? So if he's not getting the service, he's going to look bang average. Apparently, Arteta said he was running the channels. What for? What's the point of running the channels when he's got no players to pick him out? Could have had Madonna and Terry. Yeah, we could have actually. Diego Maradona was all set to sign for Arsenal. Was all set for signing for Arsenal. Everything was in place. Everything was ready. But it was something to do with the Argentinian law at the time or something worked. But I can't remember exactly what it was. I did at the time. But all I know, Maradona ended up not signing for us. Didn't the Warriors do Paul Ince nice and give him some nickname Don Robbie Luton Boss? Oh, Matthew Ballman, big up. Hey, mate, hope you're all well. Love your enthusiasm, yet you don't get nowhere with it. I know, my friend. We got to keep it going, though, Matthew. Yeah, big up, Matthew. Lovely profile pic of your man, massive, and yeah, big up, Matthew. Yeah, we just got to keep it going. We just got to try and keep it real. That's all we can do, brother. This is all we can do on these channels. We have to try and keep it real. And I always give credit where credit's due. I mean, if we'd have ripped up the pre-season and we'd have smashed Tottenham and we'd have scored 5 or 6 yesterday, and we looked as if we were flowing and everything was buzzing, I'd be sitting here with a different story. now, you know, 100%. 100%. Let's get... Right, let's have a little. Lawrence is on the super chats. Thank you, Lawrence, as always. Let's have a look. Big up, Lawrence. Big up, my friend. Lawrence, DJB, Arsenal should never be wearing a white. Nah. They shouldn't be wearing white. I mean, I'm only dropped it as I like the kit. I mean, it's not for me. But as I said, as a top goes, it's quite nice, Lawrence. But big up anyway. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. And Lawrence, again, with a super chat. Thank you, as always. I remember when Arsenal were fighting against relegations for 2 seasons, running in the mid-70s under Bertie Mee. Remember it well. As I said, my first game was 74, Man City, 4-0. How we escaped both times, I just don't know, because we were shit back then. Yeah, we were poor then. We were poor. We had some dark days. We had some dark days in the 70s. We had some dark days. I remember we were again, and at one point I thought we was actually going to topple out of the top league and go down, Lawrence. I honestly thought we were gone. But yeah, we were shit back then. I don't know. Is it worse now? I think the only reason why it's worse now, Lawrence, is because of the expectations are higher, aren't they? These expectations this season are massive. You know, DJB Arsenal should never wear because of that other North London team. Exactly. Shouldn't be anywhere near white, should we, guys? Not really. Not when them lot down the road wear white. Oh, I'll make you right, Lawrence. I'll make you 100% right. Egal today, Arteta is a genius. Yeah, he's going to, isn't he? What do you expect him to say, Jam Boy? What do you expect people like Egal to say? He's going to say nothing different, is he? Because he's all these likes and all these followers are just going ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Deep down, he knows, brother. He knows. I can't wait till Christmas. I can't wait till December. I did say that this guy will get the sack in December. I did say. Do you know what I mean? Bayern Munich 2, Tottenham 0. Going to be a strong team, Bayern Munich. Going to be a strong team. Aces. I'll tell you what, Spurs are going to do okay this season. They're not going to rip up any trees. But I think Thomas Frank will get them. I think he'll get them organised and he'll get them playing some good football this season. 100%. 100%. Was that on Dan's channel? The girl was winding me up. I couldn't go on Potsy's channel the other day as well. That's another one I missed as well, and I was gutted. But I think Shane held his own on there. Big up Shane. Kenny, as always, absolute legend, spitting facts. I like to rage quit. Yeah, I bet you. Oh man, how did Arteta play under Wenger and work under Guardiola and then produce this style of football? I'm trying to root for him, but I'm running out of patience. I'll tell you why, right? Because he thinks he knows best. The problem is with Arteta, Nelson, is that he's had no managerial experience. And if you're lacking experience in any field, eventually it catches up with you. More so in football. This guy, you've got to remember, has had this job fallen into him like a Christmas tree round a tree at Christmas morning. Like a present round a tree at Christmas morning. He ain't had to go for it. He ain't had to look for it. He ain't had to shop for it. He ain't had to do the hard grafts to go and get it. This managerial job at Arsenal was just presented to him. Just like a present at Christmas. There you go. Unwrap that. £15 million. Get on with it. So he has no idea. So he's trying to, I think he's trying too hard. Just go into the dressing room and say to the players, just go and enjoy yourself. Just play to your ability. He's trying all these different tactics and he's trying to be clever. He's just trying to be clever all the time. You know, I think he suffers with a little bit of little man. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's not for me. Ego is so barky, man. He's off the trolley. Yeah, well, he is what he is, isn't he? He is what he is. I might ask him on my channel one day. I haven't got a problem with ego. I've got a problem with no one that follows Arteta. I have no problems with people that want the manager. What I've got a problem with is people that have a problem with me because I'm just putting my views. I'm not being nasty, not slagging anyone off, not swearing, not getting a high rate, not getting angry. All I'm doing is just giving my views what I see. And as I said to you before, when I've been following this football club for 50 years, I think I've earned the right. I think I've earned the right, guys. I don't know. If I haven't, then fine. But I think I've earned the right to say it as it is. Christian predicted that Arsenal will win the title. Oh, glad I weren't on the 12th man, guys. Glad I weren't on the 12th man, because if you start... See, these are the things, right? These are the things that I can't get my head around, people. When predictions like this are being made. Yeah. See, if it was me, right, I'd be saying, and this is if it was me, I'd be going, I think we might have a chance. And I think we'll run pretty close to winning the Premiership. And who knows, we might win it. But if you was to ask me, do you think we can win it? I'm going to say no. Yeah. But when they come out with, yeah, we're going to win it. We're going to win the league. Arsenal will win. Liverpool fourth. City third. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just craziness. It's just crazy talk. And it's disrespectful for other teams. Liverpool are a good side, and they're going to prove it. They're going to prove it next season. Liverpool will be very, very good next season. So will City. Feel sorry for Saka a little bit, feeling he won't be back as normal self. He won't. No, 100%. Leah said it. Matty said it. We've all said it. Kenny said it. Jez has said it because he was brought back far too quickly. Yeah. Michael Owen part 2. Garnacho to Chelsea, breaking. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard Chelsea could be getting Garnacho. Yeah. Yeah. Arteta will be gone by October. Lawrence, I hope you're right. Big up for the super chat, my friend. Big up for the super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. 100% real one. I hope you're right. But I don't know. I think they've invested too much to give him that early, Emmanuel. I think Christmas. But I know one thing. If the manager goes spare, if a manager suddenly gets up for grabs, like a Simeone or someone like that, and Berta gets wind of it, Berta will be knocking on the Kroenke's door and just saying, look, there's 2 managers out there at the moment unemployed. We've got a manager in place that has had money spent on the club. He's had all what he wanted in the summer. Things are not happening under this football manager. I think it's going a bit stale. If we don't strike now with these 2 managers unemployed, we might end up with no one. That is what I think Berta will say. He won't come out with, I think we should sack him. He'll just plant a little seed in their mind saying, look, these are the managers that are available. This is our situation. This is the money we've spent. This is what I think we should be doing. And the Kroenkes are going to go away and think, do you know what? I think he's right. I think we've got to listen to him. Garnacho to Arsenal via Chelsea. We'll get him on loan. He's going to be our deadline day disaster, Jam Boy. You know it is. I keep telling you, right? We've got a deadline day disaster coming up, haven't we? We ain't hit that yet. We ain't hit that deadline day disaster yet. You know the one I'm talking about. The old Yossi Ben-Ayouns, the Sterlings. You know the deadline day disaster, Jam Boy. You're ready for it. You're ready for it, my friend. The issue is the top gooners try and speak for all the Arsenal fans and paint us unreasonable. Yeah, Kenny says it, Binks, all the time. And this is what they try and speak for you, don't they? Right? And they just live in moments. They just live in pockets of moments. 5-1 against Man City, the Real Madrid result, Palace in the cup, going to the West Ham and beating them 5-2, scoring 5 goals there and 6 the other season. They're just moments. They're just little moments. We got schooled yesterday. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I know it was only a pre-season, but we got schooled, didn't we? I weren't impressed at all, guys. I'm sorry. There was nothing there that I can gain a lot of positives from. When we're lining up against Man United next week, and they've got Cunha and Wemo, man like that up top, and they've got Fernandes, absolute, apparently balling out pre-season. And if he has a good season, if Bruno the Rat has a brilliant season, if he gets back on it next season, things are going to happen. I don't want Isak at Liverpool team. Why change a winning team, then break it up? Do you know what? It's a funny one, isn't it? Sometimes you can have too much is a bad thing sometimes. But listen, you can't turn Isak away, can you, guys? Matthew, if you get Isak, it's game over. It is game over. You might as well see that trophy there that absolute legend is holding in your profile. You might as well just keep it. Honestly, you might as well get the engravers out now. Binks, I've meant if you calm down from the mess, it's so poor. Plain and simple, Arteta is a pure narcissist. He might well be. He might well be. You know, he's probably a nice bloke away from home. He's probably, you know, good family man, good husband and all that. But as a football manager, I don't want him at my club. Sorry. I wanted a change. I wanted a fresh start. I've had to put up with these tactics for 6 years now. I've had enough. I wanted everything fresh this summer. I wanted players gone. I wanted players in. New sporting director. New striker. Everything just spiced up a little bit, you know? Something different. Jamboy, yeah, it was poor for sure, but still enjoyed the day out with my daughter. Oh, nice one. Yeah, if you went, listen, if you went yesterday to the Emirates and it's the only opportunity you get and you took daughters and your sons and all that and you had listen, that's wicked. That's what it's all about as well, you know? That's what it's all about, going and enjoying the moment, just enjoying it. And some of your kids, if it's their first time, they're never going to forget it, guys, are they? Let's be real. Yeah, we're on the road to 2K, guys. So let's go. Let's get the subs up. Let's get it there. I was hoping to get it there before the start of the season. We'll see. We'll see. But big up everyone that has subbed and smashed the likes. We looked rubbish. Boy 10 Dio. Yeah. Welcome, my friend. Absolutely. We did look rubbish. Why are you surprised? I don't know why people are surprised. Why are people so surprised? We don't even pass the eye test to make top 4 if you study the game yesterday. I've not been studying the game yesterday, boy 10. I've been studying the game for the last 3 seasons. I know how this manager's going to go. I know the way we're going to play. I know our players are going to play and be told how to play. This is what you saw, right? What you've been seeing in the friendlies is are the things to come. This is what's going to happen. Yeah, we might go on a run and win a few games. We might go 3 or 4 games unbeaten, draw 1, lose, draw, win 3. We might smash a team 5-0. Burnley at the Emirates. We might go and score 4 goals. Might get a draw at Old Trafford and everyone will be gassed up. But on the whole, on the grand scheme of things, on the whole, game by game, week in, week out, are we actually going to win the Premiership or the Champions League? Really? I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. Pepe run rings around our lads. Yeah, Pepe's a good player. He was just not coached. Wasn't coached. Martinelli's a good player, but he ain't coached. Gyökeres would be the same. Watch Gyökeres fall off the cliff. All this, we got Gyökeres. When he came, guys, remember what I said? I kept my feet firmly on the ground. I'm not getting the Gyökeres bug. I can't get gassed up about him until I see him. Kenny said the same. Give him 12, 15 games. I'll judge him then. Until then, I'm not getting excited. Not getting excited. The only way I got excited is because he was a striker and we haven't had one. Ammers Football TV. Good evening, Ammers. Yeah, you've had a good pre-season, my friend, haven't you? Yeah, you've had a good pre-season. I know you've got a lot of problems at West Ham. And big up the West Ham. Great fans, really good fans, great history. Yeah, listen, everyone loves a West Ham fan. Yeah. But they've had quite a good pre-season so far, West Ham. I've been quite impressed with them. Yeah, I mean, they've still got a lot of work to do. But at the end of the day, We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, people. They've had a better pre-season than what we've had. Man U won the Premier League friendly trophy series. It's all. I'll tell you what. I'd rather. I've always said this, right? Would you rather go into a football league campaign with a positive friendly campaign? I.e., would you rather win your friendly games going into your first league game? Or would you rather struggle like Arsenal's done going into the first league game? I know what camp I'd rather be in. I'd want to play my first league game knowing that I've won all my friendlies. Do you know what I mean? And played well. This is the thing. Even if you haven't won them, play well. I mean, against Newcastle, we weren't convincing, was we? Let's be honest. Right, let's get on to Max Downham. Because isn't it ironic, right, that this football club has spent nearly £1 billion and yet Max Downham is currently our best player. A 15-year-old kid is our best player. Let that sink in, people. A kid doing his A-levels, still at school, is our best player. After all of that money being spent on this football team, trusting the process, phases, and yet Max Downham is our best player. How does that happen? That guy came on and changed the game. No chance this season he's looking like a write-off already. It is, mate. It is, 100%. Downham was compared with Messi. Now, I wouldn't say he's compared him with Messi yet, but when a kid has got that much talent at a young age, you've got to start looking at him, haven't you? Yet our young player Rio has just got his feet firmly on the ground and not compared to no one. No. You ain't got the PR that Max Downham's got behind him, no, my friend, have you? See, Max Downham's got all the Arsenal PR fans. He's got AFTV and all of that. You haven't got that. So that's where Max Downham is going to sort of come to the front, because he's got all the glitz and glam that goes with it. But having said that, if you take that away, take everything away, he's still an exceptional young player. And when he comes on, games change. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I'd start him. All this about, you got to nurture him and you got to do this and you got to do that. If he's playing like that, you start him. 100%. Deal I agreed with Leicester for the keeper, 80 million. Oh, nice. If you're happy, yeah. Hammers TV, I don't know whether you know Shane or Aaron or anyone like that, but get them to give me your number, bro. Well, we'll do I'll tell you what, I'm going to get E20 as well. We'll do we'll do a little East v North. We'll have a little East and North chat. See how we're going. I mean, I'm brought up in a West Ham area, guys, so I know your football club very well. Got a lot of West Ham followers, a lot of West Ham mates. The other night, pure comedy gold with Shane rolling his I know, he's a real one, old Shane, man. Can't get enough sausages, Shane, man. You can't feed that man enough. Top man. Make sure you go and sub to Shane. Downham, our best midfielder. Yeah, make it make sense, boy, 10. How is Downham our best midfielder? And yet we was told to trust the process. And we're nearly like 800 odd million pounds, 900, I don't know, crazy amounts of millions down the line. And yet we've got Max Downham rolling out from the academy as our best player. Max has been better than Saka. Yeah, Saka's still carrying. That injury has probably, I would say that injury is probably going to affect him. You won't see huge amount of changes, but you'll see just enough. You'll see just enough. Looks great, player Damon, having to make sure to manage him properly and don't destroy his ability. You don't want to rush things, but unfortunately, with this football club, Hammers, right, We've put so much pressure on ourselves to win majors. This manager has deprived this football club of success for so long. He's desperate. He's desperate. If he needs to play Downham, he's going to have to play Downham. We are that desperate to win silverware at this football club. And there's only one person that has brought that pressure on. And it ain't Max Downham. I compare Downham with Yamal lookalike when he was 15, his talent. I just worry about what Arteta's going to coach him. If he plays under Arteta 2-3 seasons, Max Downham will end up like Martinelli. Big up the guys. Make sure you're bigging up to the community. Where does it leave Wanyeri? I've said it all along. He's going out on loan, Matthew. Wanyeri's going out on loan. Wanyeri is Smith Rowe Part 2. He is Smith Rowe. Wanyeri has been sold a dream. Yeah, I'll play you in the centre. I'll play you in the centre. You'll get game time. You'll get this. You'll get that. He ain't getting no game time. Havertz is ahead of him. Odegaard's ahead of him. Saka's ahead of him. Eze, if we get him, be ahead of him. All these players will be ahead of him. Even Downman's probably ahead of him now. He could end up at West Ham on loan or something, or Brighton. He'll end up somewhere. Got a soft spot for West Ham, my old man's an Emma. You can't have it always, Jam boy, can you? You know what I mean? You can't have you can't have a perfect. No one's got a perfect family, have they? Big up your dad, man. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. There's worse teams to support than West Ham, trust me. Man United, Spurs, Chelsea. We have 5 burner boys, including Mosquera. Oh, dear. Yeah, contact Aaron and get me number, brother, and we'll sort something. 100%. Yeah, the chat will like that. We'll have a little bit of and we'll get something on. What did you think? Our long throw tactic? Yeah, there you go. Done it in the semi-final, didn't we, against PSG? That's why I said we signed Norgard. Said it. How long ago did I said it? About a week. Norgard signed. I think I was on a stream with Lee Gunner, and I said Norgard's our plan B. Norgard's our plan B. If we're 1-0 down or it's 1-1, time's running out or we're losing, throw on Norgard, get the long throws in, get the crosses in, see what happens. That's what it's going to be like, friends. That is what it's going to be like. Big up the chat. Big up everyone. Doing my best to get through all of yours because I like the community to join in because that's what it's all about, my friends. That's what it's all about. Let's have a little look at Arteta's. Let's get me eyes on. Let's get me eyes on. Let's see if we can get Art. Let's see if we can see what Art. Because I've not had a lot of time to look at this Arteta's press post match. I've not had a look. I've not seen it. Because he comes out with waffle, doesn't he? He comes out with a lot of waffle, doesn't he? I mean, the waffle he comes out with is just legendary, isn't it? He never actually answers anything, does he? Never actually answers anything. Does my head in. Can't get it at the moment. But he does come out with a lot of waffle. I've not read and watched Arteta's presser for years. No, just more waffling excuses. I'll save you on time. Yeah, I think we will. I think we will. Do you know what? It ain't worth winding ourselves up, is it, guys? Really, ain't worth winding ourselves up. But what he comes out with is a joke. I mean, you know, when he was asked about Yorkerez, wasn't he? And he says, "Oh, you know, I was impressed. He runs the channels, right?" Well, how are you going to get him running the channels to score goals then? What do you think we need to do? We need a creative midfield player. We need someone to break the lines. How about that then, Mikel? DJB, do you think Arteta will throw Yorkerez under a bus after 5 games? Marcus, With this football manager, never say never. Never say never. And as I said to you before, he could end up on the left wing. He could end up playing central midfield. You just don't know. All I know is that they'll clash. There'll be a clash. There'll be a clash. There'll be a bust up. Gyökeres has got attitude. When you're down in tools and you're refusing for training because you're forcing a move and you're getting paid by your football club and you're refusing to come to training, you're refusing to turn up, you must have a bit of attitude about you. So watch this space. If things don't start going well, you'll see it. I'll be over the Emirates, the team will be announced, and I'll be turning around going, Gyökeres ain't playing. Why ain't Gyökeres playing? He's not even in the team. Is he injured? No, he's not injured. He's not even in the starting 11. What's happened? And I'll tell you what's happened. Mikel Arteta has laid down the gauntlet. He's probably had a bust up with him or a fallout with him, or he can't manage him. So what he's done an Aubameyang settings on him. He's left him out of the team. I can see it coming. It's going to happen all day long. Tony, I mean, West Ham have been doing us over. Yeah, West Ham have a great time at the Emirates. They've got his number. They've got Arteta's number. And they'll set up exactly the same way next season at the Emirates. West Ham will not change the way they play. They don't have to, do they? They've got a man like Bowen. Why do they need to change the way they play? I would take Bowen at Liverpool. Oh, I'd have taken Bowen at Arsenal. I can't believe, right, that Arsenal never went into Bowen. Even if Bowen or West Ham had turned around and laughed at us, I can't believe we never even bothered turning his head. Unreal. We've only got 48 in the building, guys. So if everyone smashes a like, and if you haven't subbed, I'm an happy man. Gyökeres is in the stands watching the game like he's one of the season ticket holders. Boy Tendio, watch this space. You can clip this if you like. As I said, I'm a realist. I don't paint glossy pictures. This manager at some point will fall out with Gyökeres at some point. He'll ask him to do something that he's not happy with. He'll throw his dummy out the pram. Something will happen. There'll be a little tear up, and he'll get dropped for a couple of games or something. And it'll be Arteta showing it, and then the media will be all over it. It's what the manager does. This is the good thing about Arteta. He shows who's master. He won't have anyone bigger than the football club. Well, he will. He's bigger than the football club. Let's be honest. Mikel Arteta is bigger than Arsenal Football Club. Next best sellable asset, along with Paqueta. Hopefully he hits the road running and the team's the same. Danny Dyer, she keeps him in his place. Apparently she's going on Strictly, isn't she? Can't wait to see Isak behaved the same as Gyökeres, to be fair. Down in tools, yet still being paid. Yeah. It's what top players do, my friend. I don't think Danny Dyer would let Bowen leave. I don't think it'd be. Yeah, listen. If you've got a daughter and you're on 140 grand a week at West Ham, and Liverpool rock up or Arsenal rock up and say, I'll give you 250 grand a week, you're thinking of your daughter, you and your grandkids. You ain't thinking of what colour shirt he plays in. You're thinking, my daughter's getting 250k. She's sorted for the rest of her life. She is already, but you know what I mean. Yeah. It's what it is, guys. You know, we've got to, this is what I'm saying. I don't get too gassed up about it all anymore, guys. I really don't. I really, really don't. I can't get too gassed up about it anymore. I'm very open-minded. I'm very open-minded when it comes to this football team now. Yeah? Very open-minded. Very open-minded. And then you're not too disappointed, are you? You're not too disappointed. I've learnt that now. Under this manager, my expectations are quite... yeah, they're not. You know? I can't get gassed up about it. Let's have a little look at this. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at our man. What he's saying. I can't handle any poor. We looked yesterday. I'm shell shocked. Why are you? I can't believe you're shell shocked, boy. Boy, Tendio. You're following too many other channels that are believers. That's your problem. You're in two minds. You got your flip flops on. You're flip flopping around. Why are you surprised? Trust me. How are you shell shocked about yesterday's performance? Didn't you watch it all last season, apart from a couple of games here and there? Apart from a couple of games here and there, that's what it was like. Nothing was different. Nothing is different. Let's go and let's have a little look. Share screen. Here we go, people. Let's have a. Here we go. Here we go. This is him. This is the great man. Super duper Mick. Here he is. Our first home pre-season game of the summer saw us fall. We fell, guys, on the wrong side of a 5-goal thriller. 5-goal thriller. It's like having a promise from a liar. Fraud debtor. I'll tell you, it's getting worse, guys. Arsenal wingers give eye crosses when Gyökeres is in the game while he prefers it to feet. He likes it through the lines. What he likes it to feet so he can turn and run at defenders. That's why he wanted Sesko. Now you're seeing why he wanted Sesko. He wanted Sesko pure and simply because he didn't have to change his tactics. Now he's got Gyökeres, he's got to play a completely different way. There he is. I was hoping when my man followed me from day one. Big up, nothing like flip-flops in the fog. I'm telling you, Lynch. Yeah. I keep warning you, don't I? You might have to change them bulbs. You might have to change them bulbs so you can see a lot clearer in that fog, Lynch. Eh? Even if I expected it to be bad, I didn't expect it to be as bad as what I saw yesterday. It's bad. He should be out already. If KSC are running this club responsibility, they're not. He shouldn't have been given a contract. Last season should have been his last season. I'm shocked that he's going into this season. I've got to be honest with you. Robbie Lyle was 4 rows in front of me yesterday at the match. I spoke with him after the match. Even he couldn't gloss it. Nah, he can't gloss it. What can you say? What can you say? Let's have a little look at this anyway. Post-match, I'll tell you the problems on if it will take Victor Gyökeres time to get acclimatised. We already broke that line today because I think it is very important for him to start a match and start to have that feeling and that connection with the team. He's been with us only a week or so, but I really saw a lot of things and a lot of purpose, especially the way he was attacking certain spaces. He was attacking certain spaces. Okay. Wasn't getting the ball though, was he, when he was attacking those spaces? He was just attacking the spaces. Yeah. Headless chicken settings. So in general, for a lot of players, they haven't played many minutes. We have a lot now, and that they're going to be ready for Saturday in the match with a better condition. We'll see. On Kai Havertz's absence, there he is. Yesterday in training, he felt something. Oh, was it his hamstring? He wasn't quite right. So we decided to rest him. Oh, perhaps his hamstring that went last season has tweaked again. I think it's going to be a matter of a couple of days, hopefully the weekend. If everything goes to plan, I think he'll be fit. Yeah, you know what that's saying, guys? I think he will be fit. He'll be fit for Old Trafford. Gyökeres on the left, Havertz in the middle. He knows exactly what we need. On Ricardo Calafiore and Leandro Trossard. The 3 that we lost during the tour, it was Big Gabby, Leo and Richie. And for Saturday, I think both of them have a chance. If everything in the next few days evolves in the way that's been evolving in the last few days. Doesn't he talk waffle? Basically, Gabby's not going to be ready because Gabby tore his hamstring last season. Gabby's not going to be ready. And if he is ready, he's going to be rushed back. Guys, this is very evident of last season. What you're reading here, you could pull up a press conference from last season and it is the same sort of waffle. Players' injuries, whether they're going to be ready, attacking spaces, feeling confident. Yeah. It's all the same crap, just worded differently. You're always talking about evolving, for fuck's sake. If he's a Pokemon trainer, that's what he is. Pikachu settings. On Max Downham performance, always gets a mention. Max Downham's in the press. Notice how they keep throwing him in there. Yeah, getting back to the our Liverpool friend, bless up. This is why Max Downham gets a lot of, because the people want to. He continues to impress without a doubt. The impact he had in the game again today, the efficiency that he shows in every attack and action, it's incredible. He deserves to have chances, and if he continues like this, let's see what happens. Basically, Mikel, if he continues like this, you're going to be forced to play him, because we could only pick up about 6 points out of our first 6 games. Then what? How long will it take players to get used to Gyökeres? Oh, the players have got to get used to Gyökeres. Not what tactics are you implying so that Gyökeres can be efficient when he's attacking spaces. No, the players have got to get used to him. The players have got to get used to him. Yeah? I hope days. Every day in training, I think he's getting a really good feeling. I think he thinks. Yeah? He's getting connections as well as outside. Connections? I think he's really important with players that are going to help him to get the position that he needs to get in. Why have the players got to get him in the positions he needs to get in? This brother's scored 60 odd goals. He knows what positions to get in. You've got to get the best out of him as a football manager. This is what I'm trying to tell people. He passes the buck all the time. What is your tactics of getting the best out of him? How are you going to help him improve? On the fitness level, I think again, he hasn't trained really with the team for 2 months. So he's done now 6 or 5 sessions, I think, before today. How does he not know what training he's had? Why is he thinking all the time? I think on Saturday again, he will take another step and he will be in better condition. Oh, my days, people. Yeah. This is the first time I've really picked at this. This is waffle. Robbie Lyle said he's glad Arsenal signed Gyökeres and glad they didn't sign Isak. Well, of course he's going to say it, because we didn't sign Isak because Isak told us Isak weren't coming. Isak weren't coming, Joseph. Why would he come to Arsenal? Why? To have all this manager thinking all the time. I think. Yeah. On Noni Medwake, yeah, without asking about it, he showed a lot of desire to come and join us from day one, and I think we've done I think he's done his remarkable. I think it shows how much he wants it, how he's willing to put everything that he can do to make it work. I think the reception he got from our supporters was brilliant as well. Notice he got that one in because he knew it was a bad signing. Notice how he got the fans in. Oh, and our supporters showed the love to Medwake. As if to say, it's all okay. They wanted him here. We wanted him here at the club. No, we didn't. We wanted Rodrigo. We wanted you to save your 52 million and go and find a proper left winger. It's not about the players anymore. Timber broke himself as a manager. White broke himself. Magalhaes, Saka. Yeah. Isak waited strategically for Arsenal to sign a striker before he expressed desire to leave Newcastle. Untouchables. Couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. Could not have said it better myself. He waited for that moment, didn't he? As soon as we signed Isak, as soon as we signed Gyökeres, Isak was gone because he knew he weren't coming to Arsenal. Our only goals yesterday were the set pieces. One of them a penalty won by a 15-year-old showing more ambition with the ball than the club captain. Listen, the old lady down the road shows more ambition than our captain. If he don't start doing what he's capable of, then he needs to be dropped. This manager needs to find the balls to throw away his captaincy and put someone else in. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing a captain run around like an headless chicken, like an idiot. Fed up with it. Natural footed players. He's going to give us the stats solution. Today, you've already seen a couple of balls that he put in the box. The pace and the quality he can deliver. So great. Option. Yeah. Option. He's an option, guys. He's coming off the bench as an option. On your careers, will be 100% ready for the first game of the season. I think mentally and understanding what he needs to do, he will be 100% or more because he's willing and so confident, as well as he can deliver the positive way, that I have no doubt that he will be in a really good place. Yeah, but he's not going to be ready. He hasn't given too much away there, has he? And the only reason why your careers might start is because Havertz is not fully fit. So don't let the top gooners get away with that one by going, I told you he'd start over Havertz. He's starting because Havertz won't be fit. That's the only reason. That has to be the worst prepared squad I've ever seen at Arsenal from the 70s. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's all over the place. Between DJB found out Bayern has only started wearing Adidas in 71. Big up the retro kit show. Yeah, they've never changed it. Do you know what, right? Me and Shane was saying this on the last retro show that we done the other week. I don't think Bayern has ever changed from Adidas since the 70s. I don't think they've had another maker. Don't think they've had Huddle, Nike. I think it's been Adidas all the way along. Madueke was signed by Arteta because he likes workhorse players like Martinelli. Yeah. Head down. Arteta said it in the press that Madueke will play both wings. We were poor preseason. It's been awful, guys, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I think we've done that in the last 3 years, and we know it's where we're going to be better. It's like any other team. When you look at the competition, the pieces of the puzzle. Where have we heard pieces of the puzzle before, guys? We've heard it all before, haven't we? Your Arteta fans say it all the time. He just needs those pieces of the puzzle, doesn't he? The big ones as well. So we're all trying to be our best and ready to compete to win the Premier League. The reaction is very clear. Downham's involvement, it tells you how much we trust him and the relationship he's building with the team. I think there's nothing better than that. The confidence they show to make things happen and the constant connection they have with him. On if he will feature in the Premier League, let's see how he goes. Let's go on Saturday into the break as well. He needs a little break as well because he has had no holidays really. So in the next few days, he's going to have a break, which I think he needs, and then he'll probably be ready to go again. On what lessons and adjustments we'll make. Last season, for sure, showed that availability is something that is obviously key. That has a huge impact on their chances to win the league or Champions League. Honestly, I think we made some great decisions to resolve that possible issue with a lot of players that have the capacity to play in different positions at the highest level. And I think we are stronger. Really? You think we're stronger, do you? Yeah. There was clubs queuing up for Norgard, weren't there? How are we stronger when you've got Timber injured? Saka not fully fit. Havertz not fully fit. Norgard. How? Martinelli fallen off a cliff. Trossard wants to be sold. And you're telling me that we're stronger. 100% stronger. We're so much stronger. Guys, scan that barcode. That'll take you straight to the Arsenal Huddle. Then you can just sub. Tells you everything you need to know. How are we stronger? I'd say we're about the same, if not weaker. I wouldn't say we're stronger. I don't know. If we'd have signed Rodrigo, we'd have got a Rodgers in midfield. We'd have got a Bowen, Kudos. Then I'd say we're stronger. But I can't say we're 100% weaker, but on the other hand, I'm not saying that we're 100% stronger. I can't say we're stronger. This man talks in riddles, doesn't he? Honestly, talks in absolute riddles. I can't be doing with it. Can't be doing with it. But on we go, guys. It is what it is. Manchester United next week. Bayern have been added since 74. And Palm, Ed. Oh, Pam and Ed before that. Oh, cheers, my friend. The assembled. Thank you for that information. As I said, the retro show will be back on Tuesday. Make sure that you join me and Shane Gooner for the retro show. Do you know what? I love doing it because it just takes you away from all of this nonsense that's going on. And it's nice looking at all the retro kits and everything else. Guys, appreciate you for being with me this evening. Really appreciate it. I know I've been away for a couple of days doing a live show, and you've all bounced straight on, and really appreciate it, guys. Just smash a like on it. Make sure you sub if you've not subbed. It will help us. Martin Odegaard, guarantee to play every game. He will. Lux Videos, big up DJB. Big up Lux, 100%, my friend. Thank you for joining the community. 100%, massive. Thank you. Big up everyone. Have a great evening. Big up DJB, my guy. Hope you've been well. Want to know your thoughts on moving Saka to the left wing. Do you believe that it will be effective for you guys? He played him at left back, didn't he? He has done a stint at left back. I think Martinelli could adapt to left wing. I don't think it's his strongest position. The only trouble is of putting him left wing is it leaves us weak on the right. I know Madueke can play on the right and he's preferred to play on the right. But again, listen, I'm open for options, Marin. I'm open for options, brother, because this is what I want this manager to do. I want him to kind of be brave and try different things and try and outfox the opposition's manager. This is what I want him to do. Put Saka on the left. If that fullback, if the right fullback's having an absolute torrid time and you put Saka on the left and Madueke on the right, I'm all for it. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I'm happy for that. What I cannot stand and what I've said about this football manager, he just plays the same way all the time. He's not brave enough. Not brave enough. Need to get me spanner sorted, DJB. Big up, Jam Boy. You go and do whatever you got to do, my friend. Don't forget the Sunday sit-back session is back on Sunday as well. Come and join me for that. Big up, my friend. Thanks, my man. Big up, my Lynch. Always. 100%. As I said, supporting Arsenal's like driving in the fog. Can't actually see where you're going. Stress levels are high. And you're a bit nervous. That is Arsenal all over. Saka was great left wing. I would play him there and start Downham and Wanyeri on the right. Well, he could put Saka on left wing. He could put Madueke on the right. And then he could play Max Downham and Wanyeri in the centre. Odegaard, his baby, in the 10. I don't know. See how it goes. It's an option, isn't it? It's an option. All I know is that a lot of the managers, a lot of the opposition managers have got this guy's number. They've got him. They've got him ticked off. They've got him. They know how he plays and they know how to play against him. It's easy to play against Arsenal. You lock down the right-hand side. You force Martinelli out on the left and you've dropped two banks of four in the centre. And you hit us with diagonals. That's it. That is how you play. Because I've said it all along, Lewis Skelly's going to get found out on more than one occasion. He's not a left back. Lewis Skelly is not a left back. He's been brainwashed into being a left back, but he's not a left back. It's not his natural position. And there'll be times when you'll see him want to play his natural position, and that's when he'll get found out. That's when he'll get caught. When he drifts in and he starts to get caught and he gets caught on the back foot with a diagonal pass over the top. Oh no, the rest conspiracies will actually make us lose. Yeah, you'll get all the conspiracies, you'll get injuries, you'll get the red cards, boy 10-DO. And then you'll get people say, oh, but it's football, it's Arsenal, it could be worse. It could be worse. There's worse teams to support than Arsenal. I remember the dark days. I remember the dark days, but we got to 3 FA Cup finals and we won one of them. I remember darker days than that. But do you know what I mean? The expectations was not what they were now. Well, they were. Same expectations, probably. But you knew a system and things changed. In-game management was different, whether we'd lose or not, or win. You had managers that changed in-game management, the style of play, the tactics. We're so predictable. We're so predictable. I knew how that game was going to go yesterday. Right from the kickoff, I knew what was happening. Yeah? Arteta's in the game management. Yeah, I'm going to sort out some more mods, actually. I'm going to get a few more mods on the channel. Martin Tapp, big up. He's a mod. Arteta in the game management is poor and too cautious. It is. Martin, it is. You know it is. It is too cautious, and you just want him to be a bit more braver. You want him to be a bit more, That's all I asked. All love. Big up, all love, my friend. Welcome to the community. These injuries are going to do Arteta some favours this season. I wonder how bad Havertz's injury is going to be, 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I'll be very surprised if Havertz is fit for Man United. I ain't going to lose sleep if he ain't, to be honest with you, because I don't want Havertz anywhere near the starting 11. Don't want him anywhere near it. But at the end of the day, if he was fully fit, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't start him against Man United. And he'll say, oh, Gyökeres weren't quite ready. Hasn't trained enough. I just can't believe how bad we looked yesterday. Gyökeres, 14 touches, the wrong kind of... Yeah. And we've got Arsenal fans, Boy 10, saying that he's going to score 30-odd goals, 40-odd goals, 25, 28, 32. Even the great Thierry Henry didn't score them sort of numbers. Do you know what I mean? This brother ain't scoring 30 goals for Arsenal. We don't play to his strengths. There was someone in Northside's chat last night, DJB, who was a top gooner, saying that Arteta the last 3 years is better than when Wenger won 2 FA Cups in the last 5 years. Shocking thought trophies were important. I want to know what these fans are on. When they come out with statements like that, Joseph, do you know what I mean? What are they on? What are they on? Honestly, how can you compare him to Arsene Wenger and winning FA Cups? It is just madness. God bless your words, DJ. Hopefully Havertz won't be fit. Johnny D's in the house. How you doing, Johnny? Impressed with like yesterday, was you? Or are you going to turn around and say it's only a friendly? We will lose at Old Trafford. It is so blatantly obvious to anyone that the problem is the manager. He will be a big time found out this season and predict he will get the sack. Richard Broad, my friend, I said Christmas. Sticking with it, and I'm going to stick with it. If I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up. If we win the Premiership, I'll come on here and I'll say, what can I say? What can I say? He's won the Premiership. Still want him to go because we'll have another 5 years of going without nothing. I'm tired of him. I'm just tired of I'm just tired of the football he plays. Doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me. You know? Any manager with this team would win trophies. Any manager with the team we had last season would win trophies. They'd have won something with that manager, with that team, party and all of that. United getting below, but Arsenal aren't winning the. No, I've got us down as a draw. I've got it as a draw, 1-1. But I wouldn't be surprised if we lose, to be honest. Pomps, big up, my friend. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. Arteta doesn't drop players. They seem to get injured in training. Yeah. Yeah, funny that, isn't it? Crazy. Gorka was dropping back into midfield, just had to get the ball. I told you that's what would happen, AFC always. I predicted it. What he'll do, if he doesn't get the ball and he doesn't get the service, remember what I said? You can go back on the streams. I said that he'd end up like Harry Kane. You'll see him pop up on the halfway line, picking the ball up. Then he'll go out on the left. Then he'll go out on the right. Then the manager will be shouting at him, screaming at him. And he'll just be a frustrated centre forward. Dropping off, dropping deep, trying to pick the ball up, trying to make things happen. That's your Glock 14 for you. Glorified midfield player. That's what he'll end up being. I will say regarding Goik, I do quite like how he looked when he get his touches in the box. Very direct, looking for his shot. Panic defenders. Arteta will sink the guy. Listen, this guy's an out-and-out goal scorer. You've got to build the team around him. And I've said that. You've got to build your team around him for him to score goals. 100%. Around 20 goals, optimist people say. That's not over the top, if you ask me. 20 goals in all comps, though, yeah? How many Premier League goals is he going to score? I'm saying 14. I'm saying 14 Premier League goals. If he's on the penalties, 17, 18. If Odegaard or Saka's taking penalties, I'm saying 14 league goals. Lucky to get 20 in competitions. Yeah. DJB said to me the Arteta was an average player because average players don't win an FA Cup. Arteta was an average player. He was a bang average player, Mikel Arteta. I'll tell you what a player he was. He was a bit like his managerial skills, moments. Arteta played well in moments. He'd done things every now and again and you'd go, whoa, he done well there. Picked a pass out there. He was a moments player. Bit like his manager, bit like him being a manager. He works things in moments. Arteta always has a bad spell during the season. Let's hope it doesn't start from the United game. I hope not. I hope not. Man United are my biggest rivals. That is the first fixture I look for. Manchester United. Not Spurs, not Chelsea, not Liverpool. Man United. It goes back years for me. Yeah, Spurs, it's rivalry because they're our North London neighbours, but the big game, the one where I really want 3 points is against Man United. Every season. I hate getting beat by Man United. Nardi, 20 goals, Premier League goals, 30 in all comps for optimists. You're no optimist saying 20 in all comps. Stating the obvious, right? No, I'm not stating the obvious. As I said to you before, I'm hoping he can score 30 goals, Johnny. The trouble is, you've got a football manager that's not prepared to change his tactics. And if he doesn't change his tactics, Gyökeres is going to become isolated. Simple as that. He said it in his press conference. He runs into spaces. Unfortunately, the ball doesn't go where he runs into. Goes everywhere but where he's running into. Big up, Chris McCallum. Welcome to the community, my friend. Make sure you smash a like on the way in. Sub to the channel. It will all help. Arteta was the modern day Slobert Slash. Yeah, he was. He was just moments player. He was all right. Boy 10, Arteta was just experimenting. Midfield was the problem for the fiasco yesterday. So if he's experimenting and the midfield was the fiasco, these are the midfield fiasco that he has signed. They're the players that he has signed. So that midfield fiasco, if Zubimendi and Rice get injured, is your midfield fiasco that you've just mentioned, that your manager has signed. You can't be calling 850, 900 million pound a fiasco when we've been trusting the process. We've got to call it a fiasco of a midfield after 6 years of this manager. Sorry, just does not. Yeah, It's not about experimenting now. When you've got to win trophies, the experimenting goes out the window. When you've won nothing and you've spent all this money and won nothing. I ain't got time for experiments now. Don't want projects. I've been trusting the process. Been trusting it and trusting it and trusting it. Fed up with it now. Fed up with it. No more processes, no more phases. Deliver or out. Simple as that. He didn't sign 1 year. He only 66% of the midfield he signed. Those are the backups in all three. Trouble is, you need a squad, Johnny, though, didn't you? When you've won nothing, backups ain't going to cut it, are they? Backups ain't cutting it when you've won nothing. Look at Liverpool. Vert's a backup, is he? Kirke's a backup. Isak a backup. It's TK a backup. They're all challenging for first team places. Can't have backups when you ain't won nothing. Still don't get why he brings on Rice, Odie, Zuba, yet takes off Goik. Why not start them, then sub them all later? Don't know. Perhaps you, as Johnny just said, he wants to experiment. He wants to see how bad we really are if ever they're called upon. Get used to Gyökeres being substituted, by the way. He'll be substituted a hell of a lot next season. And on comes Havertz. And then he'll try Marino up front as well. That'd be the one. Can you imagine Gyökeres, right, signing for this football club as a striker? And he's being dragged off for a defensive midfield player to play in the 9. Would you be happy? I wouldn't. Because that's what's going to happen. Moreno and Havertz will start games, or he'll drag Gyökeres off, put Moreno up front, and that'll be his plan B. That'd be his plan B, Rob. You know, mate. You know what's going to happen. No top club will even consider laying its hands on a manager who has failed to win anything, has proven himself to be a micromanager who refuses to allow players to play. Yep. Why do you think Real Madrid weren't busting the door down to sign him? If he was a top manager, owners and teams would be willing to pay like Spurs did Brentford. Yeah. Like you've had over the years where clubs have gone in for management and paid the release clause to get them. If he was that good, clubs would be paying the release clause for the Cronkies for Arteta. Yeah, it might be an exaggeration, but I don't exaggerate. I've been watching them for 50 years. I don't need to exaggerate. I just need to tell you as it is. It's not an exaggeration. Norgard is not an Arsenal football player. If Norgard was a top player, his manager who made him captain would have took him to Spurs. West Ham didn't even come in for Norgard. And they're desperate for midfield players. Yeah. I'm not going to exaggerate. Gyökeres will be subbed off massively a lot of times next season. Smash the likes. Yeah, come on, Kawaji, you're in. Big up, my friend. Make sure you smash the likes. Smash the likes. Put a sub on it. Everyone's welcome. All your opinions always respected on here. You know that, guys. All your opinions are respected. Any team you follow, you're welcome. All part of the community. Everyone's got an opinion. Whether you agree with it, whether you disagree with it, it doesn't matter. It's what makes these channels, guys. It's what makes these channels. It's why you follow them. It's because everyone's got an opinion. And like myself and a lot of the channels, you get your opinion heard. I try and highlight them all. If I've skipped them, I apologise, but I do try and highlight them all and join in the chat. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what I like to do. Arteta's next job will be Sociedad. Yeah, probably. Yep. Cesc Fabregas, I said, would be the next Arsenal football manager. Don't worry, DJB. No one is better than Super Duper Mick. No, of course they're not. It's peculiar not when Arsenal knock. Oh, it's like the battery's running out the doorbell, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Your bell rings, but it's like you can't really hear it, or it makes a funny noise. That's Arsenal, isn't it? And it, boy, 10. I just told you, when you sucked yesterday, midfield was championship level. End of. No one can do better than Super Duper Mick. Exactly. Boy 10 and Johnny D. Good conversations between one another. Make sure it's nice and clean, though, my friends. Who else must Arteta run to the ground? MLS turn this season. Wanyeri's an Wanyeri on MLS. Well, we'll see how he copes at left back. We'll see how he copes as a whole season, right from day one. We'll see how he copes. We'll see how he copes. Wonder how many penalties he'll give away. We will see. We'll see. Who else must Arteta run to the ground? Yeah, we said that. But big up, everyone. 100%. Thank you. I'm going to leave it there with you, my people. Thank you for coming in, listening. Always a pleasure. Make sure you smash a like on the channel because that'll help us. Make sure you sub to all the others as well. Big up, Joseph. Oh, let's highlight this. He's in. Let's have a little look. Joseph Hanlon. Big up, my friend. Make sure you smash the like and sub on your way in. Thank you for joining me, my friend. If you haven't caught the show, have another look at it. We went through quite a bit. We went through Arteta's press conference. His waffle, as usual. Nothing really excites me. So I'll leave you with this, guys. On the whole, I said it at the start. I'm worried. I've not seen enough to convince me that things are going to change drastically next season. I've really not seen enough. I wanted to be convinced. I wanted to go in this season look excited and confident. And I haven't got that confidence about me. I'm not excited enough. Bit like last season, we didn't sign a striker. I'm a bit like it this season tactically. Last season, no striker. This season, tactically the same. And yeah. Suge! Big up the Suge. Massive respect to you, my friend. 100%. Thank you very much. Big up DJB in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. If the Suge says hits the like and subscribe, how can you argue with a Suge? Absolute legend. Big up, bro. Thank you very much, Asdeed. 100% as always. Thank you. Joseph Top Gooners, a.k.a. Arteta 6. Suge, he's in. Boy, 10, it was a friendly. If you get through a friendly, imagine how you're going to get through the next 6 games. I'll be your anchor. I will not fail to keep you afloat. Anchor waits along. Oh, Johnny, you'll be pulling up them anchors by Christmas and sailing off. Big up, Suge. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Yeah, you know, exactly about Top Gooners, aka sexuals. Do you know, and that's what I mean. I'm not excited. Can you imagine if you'd have had Zidane in the dugout with these players that have been signed? Well, he wouldn't have got Norgard, that's for sure. And he wouldn't have signed Madueke. Them 2 players would not be at the club now if you had a man like Zidane at the club. Just wouldn't happen. I'll tell you who would be at the club, Rodrigo. If we had Zidane in the dugout, Rodrigo would be at this football club. 100%. That guy just oozes class. Who would not want to play under someone like Zidane? This is what I mean. Can you imagine Zidane being at this football club right now? Going into next season. Not knowing how it's going to pan out. Other managers thinking, oh, Zidane's manager, seen what Zidane's done, seen what he's won. Zinedine Zidane, Arsenal manager. Can you imagine it? Instead of that, we've still got this apprentice at the football club. The Cronkies are the main issue for allowing this to continue. That's the only thing I blame them for. AFC always. It's the only thing I blame them for, is allowing this manager to continue next season. 100%. You should hear he'll go disrespecting Wenger on Potts. Well, there you go. This is the level that they've lowered themselves to. Yeah, I see all sorts of trauma when Wenger had done his time and they wanted a change. There was all sorts going on. There was all sorts of mayhem and madness going on to get Wenger out of this football club. And it wasn't nice and it wasn't pretty. And I can see that happening again with Arteta. I can see ripples of anger in the terraces. If we get to Christmas and we are way, way off it and the football's not great, then there's going to be anarchy on those terraces. I'm telling you. But I couldn't do that because Wenger gave me a lot of years. He had a lot of credit in the bank, Wenger. He had a lot of credit in the bank. Doubles, premierships, FA. He had Champions League final, Invincibles, Henry's, Bergkamp's, Perez's, Campbell's. I mean, come on, man. Credit that guy had in the bank was incredible. Big up Gunner 67. Fantastic year. Absolute amazing year, 1967. Wonder why? Yeah, you've guessed it. You've guessed it. No, I don't look at people, but hey, it is what it is. Wenger got so much more than Arteta is getting. Yeah, why is that? Didn't have the PR, did he? How can this guy not have anything? Why is he so protected? Ten Hag won trophies and yet got absolutely crucified at Man United. It's shit, it's got to go. I will boo the Arteta at the Emirates. I want not one. Do you know what? Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to be. I'm going to be honest with you people, right? As you know, I go to a lot of games. I've been following them for many, many years. 50 years I've been following Arsenal for. And I can honestly say with my hand on my heart, I've always kind of kept a lid on a lot of things. I started to lose patience with Wenger, but I wasn't, I wasn't abusive. I wasn't one of them fans because he had credit in the bank and he bought me a lot of good football. But I knew his time had come and I wanted him gone because I just thought, a bit like this manager, his time's come. Time to move on. Time for a change. Time for something different. But I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't know how I'm going to be if things go badly. I don't know how I'm going to be at games if I see this team underperforming. And I'll tell you why I might lose it is because of that word, expectations. The expectations for this team to win is so massive. And I know the money it's had spent on it, all the plaudits it gets, the backing this manager's had. If it starts to go sour, then I might lose it a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to be. I don't know how I'm going to be. There might be a few games I'll walk out of, and I'll never do that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Guys, if you haven't subbed, make sure you sub. Costs nothing. Haven't got to follow me. Just put a sub on it. Smash a like. As I said, it takes literally half a second. Just smash a like, and that would really help the channel, guys. No way are we getting better this season. No, I've not seen it. Evening, my friend Andy G. Big up, my friend. Evening. 50 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. If we can turn this into sort of 70, 60 likes, I'll really appreciate it. Boy, 10, he's 50% at fault. He couldn't know how mental fragile or at least the prospects from 4 years ago. It's 50-50 on them as well as the manager. See, the problem is, right, I understand if players down tools, and I understand it if players don't give it their all. I understand that. But I've not seen evidence of players not trying. I've just seen evidence of bad tactics and bad in-game management. That's what the evidence I've seen. I've not seen players. I've seen players have bad games. All players have bad games. But that's where the manager comes in, isn't it? Odegaard's had stinker after stinker after stinker, and he's played him and played him and played him and played him. PSV, Champions League semi-final, first leg. Change it up. We're 1-0 down. Do something different. Played the same way, same way, same way, same way. Second leg, try something different. 20 minutes to go. Try something different. Long throwing, Raya throwing everyone upfield, arms waving about, kicking the ball 30 yards long. And I just think to myself, like, why haven't you tried anything different? And this is what I see, guys. This is what I see. Every good manager beats Arteta when it matters. It doesn't take a lot to beat. It doesn't take a lot to beat Arsenal or to get a result against Arsenal. Really doesn't take that much. And that's the worrying. That's the worrying thing. That is the worrying thing. But hey, we move on, people. We move on. Yeah. As I said, and as I say on every show, we all want the best for Arsenal. We've all got difference of opinion. We may not agree with everything we say. We might disagree. We might agree. And that's what makes the show, guys. So big up for everyone that's joined me. Make sure you sub and smash a like on it. And yeah, we will move on. The Sunday sit-back session is back on Sunday. Make sure that you're there. The retro is back on Tuesday. It's only been gone a week, but I know you've missed it. The retro with Shane. I'll have a little chat with Shane to see what football kits we're going to do. But yeah, please join in the retro show. Be a pleasure to have you on. Next Friday, I'm going to be doing, I'll be doing another show. I'll be doing a midweek review. So we'll have a little look at that. Make sure you subscribe. Put your notifications on, guys, and then you won't miss it. And then on Friday, we've got myself, Jez, Kenny Ken, hopefully Matty, the Southern Gooner's back as well. So he'll be joining us. And hopefully Lee Gunner as well will be joining us. But I know Lee's busy and everything. So he's a busy man. So we'll see. It'll be the return. On Friday, we'll be doing a pre-kickoff show to see us into the big game against Man United, guys. That's massive. That's a cup final. The first game of the season's a cup final. It is for me anyway. 100%. Massive. DJB, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Big up Ken's piano. He loves a piano, old Kenny Ken. Top man is Kenny. Top guys, I'll be there, mate. Cheers, Andy G. Yeah, come and join me. Even if it's only for a few minutes or whatever, just drop by, say hello, join in the community. Everyone's welcome. As I said, everyone's welcome. We keep it clean. We keep it respectable. Don't matter what team you support, guys. You'll have a shout about your team. We've had a Hammers fan on here, and we've given us a shout out to the Hammers fans and stuff. We've had Liverpool fans in. We get Aston Villa fans in. It's all good, guys. It's all good because we're all football fans at the end of the day. We're all football fans. And as I'm talking, look, let's highlight this before we go. Riku FC, big up, my friend. Smash the likes for DJB. There you go. What can I say, guys? What can I say? 100% respectful. Yeah, respect matters most. We must. Yeah, well done, God. Well done, Johnny. We always respect each other, Johnny. You know, we all know Johnny. You're sticking by this manager, and you've got to respect him for that. He's sticking by Arteta. He's not going to get bawled at for doing that. He's not going to get bawled at for doing that. He respects our opinions and we respect his. So 100%, guys, 100%. Make sure you go and follow the likes of Shane Gooner. Make sure you follow Northside. Make sure you follow Aaron. Make sure you follow Nortski, Lee, Matty, Jezza. You know the ones, guys. You know the ones. So big up, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe. Keep well. Whatever you're doing, you might be going on your travels. Just be safe. And yeah, we'll have another show and see how it goes. So, bless, take care, respect 100. Take care.